Hey, this is NY Hunter. I'm bringing to you today Magic Square Blues, or shall we call him Jazz? That's who we know and love. And that's right. So here is Magic Square Jazz, and looks pretty cool so far, doesn't he? As we watch the turntable turn around, let's bring the box up here. You'll see MSB 35 Blues, the number 4 here, which should be on him, but isn't on the hood. And let's see, packaging is just really nice picture of him right there. Oh yeah, but we do have the 4 on the doors. But yeah, let me see. Oh yeah, no Autobot symbol either, by the way. Yeah, but they usually, third parties usually leave it up to us to put that on, of course. Yeah, so that's the box. We'll go into it in a moment. I just thought I'd get a size comparison out of the way. Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody else has this issue, but I've stood him up on my desk, which is pretty flat, and he does flop over backwards sometimes. Maybe it's the backpack, maybe it's not, I don't know, maybe it's the way I stand them, but he's pretty straight. And anyway, when I stand them up this way, I have to put the spoilers down a little bit, just a little bit, because I want to give him that little extra protection from falling off the table. But anyway, that's Magic Square Jazz, and I just wanted to do a little size comparison with Magic Square Prowl. They go very well together, as you'd expect. And yeah, pretty good looking there. And then we'll stick on there, for the sake of argument, New Age Jazz, and you'll see he's a mite bit smaller. But yeah, but you'll notice that Magic Square uses this, what they call nylon plastic, and so it looks a little bit faded, or a little bit I don't know, unfinished. But in recent figures like this Prowl and this Jazz, the quality is very good. I don't feel like it's spongy or soft, and yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay, so as we bring this around again, you'll see New Age Jazz though. Boy, his colors just pop though. Yeah, because of the plastic they use, the finishing touches, the paint, New Age always pops. And yeah, it looks really cool. Let's take a look into the box. Let me move these guys over here, and over here. And then we'll leave him here. Actually, we'll take him off too. Let's go into the box and just check out. As you can see, well, first let's take a look at his head. Just a really nice head sculpt. Both of these companies always do great. Let's see, there will be lovers and haters for each one. You can't please everybody. But yeah. And then here's his gun, really nice design there. And we'll put him, actually let's leave him in camera. We'll put him on this side. And then we'll go into the box. He does have some accessories, so let's take a look at that. And yeah, I kind of don't use them, so I left them in the box. But let's zoom out a little and pluck this out. Okay, and as expected, the carbonite that he comes in, the instructions for blues, and a card. Yeah, I hardly ever open any of these, but yeah, that's where they are. And some extra accessories. Let's see, we've got an extra gun here. We've got the sound system that connects to him using all these other black pieces. Yeah, you can either put the speakers on the sides of him here, or under him here, and then in car mode you can put them on the doors, or in robot mode you can put them on the doors as well. It's a bit of fluff, I call it. and then extra fists as well. I'm gonna leave them in here. If you do want a closer look, maybe I'll lay them all out and take a picture. But it's, oh yeah, and he's got his shoulder cannon too. That's what it is. But yeah, I usually don't use any of, well, I don't really want to use any of these, so I'm just gonna leave them here and let you guys use your imagination. All right, but yep, this is Jazz of the Magic Square variety, and we're gonna go into the transformation and check that out. All right, we're gonna go through transformation now, and yeah, let's go. Take the gun out. All right, and here comes the beginning of the tabbing structure. I'll show you this as well. And like I said, Memo 224, actually, if you haven't subscribed to his channel yet, do so, because he went through this already, and he always has great information as well and great reviews. So let's go through this. We will first, actually, we'll start with the arms. One thing you want to do from the very beginning is turn the fists the other way, and it's like that way with Prowl over there too, if I remember right. But yeah, flip that, and then you'll want to start getting the arms ready. So flip that like that, and then let's see, actually like this. Okay, and then we'll move this arm like this and move this like this, and just get that as turned as you can. It won't match up square, and that's okay, and you'll see why later. Okay, and then let's see, let's do that part here too. We'll start folding it so you start making a 90-degree here, and then a less than 90 here. Okay. All right, and then yeah, his head will start coming up. But let's see. Now let's move. Oh, this part. Oh yeah, I didn't say anything about the doors because I like the doors back this way, like on the cartoon. But this character, you can actually fold out the doors like this, and then you can have the doors up like the toy did. And not only that, but you can hang the speakers as previously mentioned on there as well. So up to you, up to you. But yeah, I'm just gonna actually, since I have the doors open, I'm just gonna undo the windows now up there too. Okay, and now we're gonna lift here. And yeah, this is the notching structure. As you can see, the tabs are not perfectly square anymore. They're, are they called dovetails? I think they're called dovetails in woodworking. But you'll see that this part kind of comes outward and thicker on the end, and then here as well. And you've really got to have the piece on top and then push down in order to lock them in. But it does lock in, so that's really nice. Okay, so enough about that. We've got the doors open, we've got this hood out. Let's take out the wheels. Take out the wheels, and then the head will move up for now, because we're going to push from the bottom and unfold this part. Okay. Oh, I'm really zoomed in. Let me zoom out a little. Okay. And now that we have this out like this, let's pull this open and then start with the hood kind of straight up, because you need the space down here. Maybe a little more. You'll start pushing the head down. Okay. Push the head down and just bring that down like that. And later on, the head will go between the arms right about here. But yeah, while we have this hood like this, let's fold that down. And then while we have this like this, is the perfect time to push in from here. And we're going to close this up. It's a little bit tight, but yeah, we push that and close that up. And then now we'll start moving the arms into place by doing this. And then these are this way, because they will lay in here, and you'll see there's an angle here. And yeah, so now that we've got this here, we're gonna have to spin the arms a little more because we want more room. So let's do that. Actually, if you see these two holes here, that's the bottom, so you'll want it like this. And yeah, so let's turn that way, and then we're going to spin the arms out like this and do a little more tucking like that. And Prowl has the same type of, Magic Square Prowl has the same type of transformation. And then now you'll see if you press these together, it creates a nice forward area, and that's going to go under this forward area. All right. So now we're going to tuck that head down some more, and that head is going to go into this hole. We pushed the abdomen in so that could tuck in there. And yeah, it's a little bit of a chore, but yeah, leave this up a little bit too because it likes to dip. And like while we're pushing down and pushing the head in, just yeah, guide that head in here, and then you'll see, ta-da, it kind of fills in there. And then, like I said, this will all come in here and tuck in. All right, so there. All right, and then now we've got this part in here, and actually the arms should push and keep this stable, so it shouldn't fall in anymore, we hope. All right, and then now a little tip from me: use a spudger if you need to, but pull these up a little bit because you're going to need to splay the legs out a bit to have more room to transform. Oh, sorry, somebody's messaging me. Be right back. I'm back. I just got messaged. Apologize. But yeah, we've got all this set up, the front end, and now it's time to do the a little bit loony back end, if you ask me. But okay, let's do it. We'll start with this leg, and we'll move the spoiler back, and then we will also take the foot and angle it this way. Okay, while we're here, let's flip the whole foot upside down. You can do it anytime later as well, but it just makes it easier this way. And then fold this way. You'll need this bow shape later also. Okay, it'll help it tuck under here. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's move this up a little. And there are little, let's see, things that you have to fold out here on both sides. Let's do this one now. And this one I find that I might, oh no, I can do it. I needed a spudger the first time, but of course it was tighter. Okay, and that's gonna be part of the front of the wheel that we will spin this way, and you'll see it ends up right here. All right, so let's leave that the way it is for now. And then we're gonna see this notch, and we're gonna pull this side away from here. Okay, yep. And then we'll flip this up this way and fold this in. Okay, and then from here we will pull this out some. See how there's a gap now? It was here, and we're going to pull that out so we can flip this way while maneuvering some of these tabs like this and this so they don't hit each other. They will hit each other, but we want to get around there. Okay, good. And then we're gonna flip this and continuing to flip this way, and then we will fold this like this and spin. So basically this will end up under here, and this will end up under here, and this will be the back area of the car. Okay, let's leave that there and flip this forward some. And as we move it, you'll see this foot start tucking in, and then we'll leave this like this too. You'll see why later. But yeah, all this is going to collapse into each other, and then you can fold the hip skirt in if you want now too. but you can see that it's starting to take shape. All right, so now we're gonna do this again. Let's move this foot like this. And like I said, I usually like to take the opportunity to flip this way and to angle this down a little right now. All right, and then we're going to take, where was I? This part here. Yep, it's tabbed in here, and then this is the other side. So as I mentioned, we're going to take this here, and we're going to pull it out, and then, oh, sorry, do what we did before with the extra piece here. And there's two of these, of course, and then there's one more by the wings of the doors that we'll need to remember later. Okay, so we got that, and then spin this. Okay, and yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. And then once again, pull this away from the front of the leg. And as you spin this over, flip this. Okay, so one more time, you see this, flip it down and move it in over here. Okay, and then once again, see there's no gap here or very little, and then we'll move that up. And now there is. And leave this part in here once again, and then maneuver this over. Okay, and then once again, once you've got it to this stage, flip this down, and then everything is going to start tucking, start moving this, and it will start tucking. So the front parts, as mentioned, will start tucking in here, back parts will start tucking under here. Okay, and then, yeah, close the hip if you want. Start bringing the legs together. If the legs come if the front arms come undone, that's okay. We can fix that later. This is a good time to button up the back of these areas, I find. So we'll put those together. And then right here too, we got a pin and a hole that we can put together. Okay, and then once we do that, we left these out because you'll see that same notching structure where this is a big dovetail. And so if you try to push them in as we did with these pegs and these pegs over here, it's not going to work. You're going to need to fold this down first, and because of the dovetail, close up the dovetail with this, and now that's going to be solid. Okay, once again, we're going to start folding the doors now, but you see there's extra pieces here too that you can't forget, or it's going to drive you crazy later. When we put these together, well, let's do this first. This is another dovetail, so push this up in, but lift the top so you can push it over the dovetail, and then like I said, that's going to be solid. All right, so as we fold this now, we've got this piece here, and it's just a little bit of an extra piece that you got to remember to unfold, and you see how that goes there, and then it's got to make its way out. Okay, and then same thing with the other side. Start unfolding this, and then as you spin the door back, you'll undo it even more and bring it out. Yep, like that. All right, and then now we can take these tabs here, more dovetails. Actually, these are a little more square, but you'll want to press these together like this, and just button everything up here. And this part's a little difficult, I think. Every time I transform him, I have a little bit of difficulty here. Okay. Let's see, sometimes one side goes in first, and then that helps the other side. pull that off camera. Okay. But yeah, let's try to open the window a little more and then push down from here. And yeah, now we've got it locked in. Alright, so even though these dovetails are more secure, and once you get the pieces in, they are more solid, it makes transforming a little bit more difficult, if you ask me. But anyway, we've got that in now, and now we're just going to solidify the front a little more. And that's it. Push up this rear spoiler a little bit and push it in, and that helps it lock in a little more. And there. Let's zoom in. Yep. And yeah, that's the way he looks. There's a couple issues, and I'll talk about that in a moment. Just gonna give you a look at him while I get the turntable out. Be right back. Okay, here he is on the turntable in vehicle form, and it's a pretty clean form, I gotta say. Looks good. The few little snags I see are here in the hood area. It looks like the front of the hood is broken, but it's not. It's just missing material for whatever reason. They did not make it completely rectangle. And then of course there's nothing here, which is fine. This is where we're supposed to put an insignia or whatever we want anyway. So yeah, the vehicle form looks good. Over here there's a little extra bump out for the chest as well, so that's a little bit for me. And over here the biggest thing for me is here. Because of these shins and where they end up in vehicle form, it does not roll for me, and I don't know, I can't do anything about it because it's too high for the back wheels to touch and get and to roll. See, they roll right here because this is, I don't know, bad design, is not where it's supposed to be. I can't push it in, I can't tilt it this way so they're closer together. It doesn't help. They don't tab in anywhere, so they're held closer to the body. But this is the biggest thing for me, is that it's a slider. I mean, you don't want any of this paint to be scratched off, and yet you put them down and the back wheels spin freely because they can't touch the floor. So it is a big design flaw for me, and I hate it and I can't stand it. Even when you look at it this way, you can see the wheels are not going to touch, and you can see that there's extra plastic and extra material there. What is it for? What is it for? Bad design. That's what it's for. I really like Magic Square. I love their Stunticons. The dovetailing is super awesome, if you ask me. A new way to tab in all this stuff. But OMG, why'd you leave these shins here? And why? Because, you know, you'll see, look. I'm scraping the shins right now, and the wheels are not even touching because of the design that they have. Man, let me just transform the New Age one and show this off next door, and we're gonna check them out together. Thanks. Okay, we're back again, and here we have the Jazzes. So New Age Jazz and Magic Square Jazz. And so as you can see, they're pretty much the same size, which is nice. I guess Magic Square Jazz, who's taller, really compresses down to a good size. Or New Age Jazz, which is really small, extends into a better size. But anyway, these are the two, and they are pretty similar in vehicle form, as you can see. Because of the nylon plastic on Magic Square, it does look a bit tan instead of fully white, but looks good. One thing I wanted to point your attention to once again are that because of these shin guards, shin plates on the Magic Square one. The back wheels don't touch the floor. Comment if you know and think I'm doing something wrong, but I've transformed him a bunch of times trying to find a different way of setting up the guards down there, and it just does not work. Yeah, he cannot roll on the back wheels, which is quite a shame. That, along with what I mentioned before about here, the hood just looks really jagged, right? It even looks kind of broken, and I don't like it. It's an annoyance. If you put it against or next to the New Age one, it just looks so much smoother and so much nicer. Yeah, but that's about it. This is a Magic Square video, so I'll put that there, and I will leave you guys with this. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, I'm really debating, because I did say that, man, I feel like selling him because I don't really like the way he was engineered, but Jazz, Prowl, Sideswipe, Sunstreaker, they're like some of my favorite characters. It's really hard for me to get rid of any version of them, so we'll see if I keep him or not. But yeah, to each his own, right? I hope that if you like this Jazz better, he's awesome for you. If you like the New Age one better, he's awesome for you. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and please subscribe, and I'll have more for you real soon, as always. But yeah, comment also, check out Patreon, and yeah, let's see what's next. All right, have a great one, stay safe, and goodbye.